between success and failure.
Thank you everyone for coming in for this program today. This is Self-Confident Clinic, and I'm assuring you that you're going to enjoy every bit of it. Okay, but it's going to be a series, but today we'll be talking about workplace confidence. All right, so what we're going to do is that we're going to try to explain what workplace confidence is all about. Okay, it might be different from what we think it's all about, so we're going to be explaining it. I'm going to give practical example, and we're going to come down to what we term as self-introduction, a good way of doing it. Self-introduction. So we're going to be doing that. I'm going to be seeing different ways of doing that in an interview or when you're talking to someone at a place of work, and how to be consistent with this. In our last workshop, we dealt with the topic regarding career choice and career development. If you're still interested in that, you can contact us. We'll have ways of getting those materials available for you. But today we'll be talking about what's something that is very important that's going to help you, in your journey, your career journey, and that's what we refer to as workplace confidence. After you have your goal in life, what is next for you is to develop your confidence in that your chosen field. And the issue is that many people don't understand what it means to develop one's confidence. And we're going to be talking about this because it determines the choice of being employed, the choice of whether you're going to be retained at your place of work. Some will be sacked. You understand whether one is going to be sacked or not, and the choice in which you're going to get a new role if you so desire. Now, I'm going to be giving you a life example of what it means to be confident at one's place of work and how others sees it. So we're going to be seeing it by talking about what we term as, for someone that we refer to as A. It's a true life story, but I'm not using the story of the name of the person.
Bridging the gap between success and
Now, let's talk about Miss A's. I'm referring to this as Miss A's Magic. She's a young lady in her mid-20s, and she works in a pharmaceutical company. But unfortunately, the pharmaceutical company happened to be folding up and selling out their stores. She's in one of the stores, and most of our staff, of the other staff, they knew they were going to lose the job, and they were being laid. Staff were being laid off. Someone wanted to buy, get the new store, and the new buyer, when he went through the profile of every other thing, asked a different question from different people. He decided that he would like to keep her. Unfortunately, which simply means she had a job. Other people had to be sent away. Now, but unfortunately, there was a misunderstanding, okay, with the process involving the procurement of the store. It happens that the store had to be closed eventually, meaning all the retained staff will lose their jobs. But what happened is that one of the senior employee in that same organization, who happened to be starting his own business, offered this same lady, Miss A similar post with a higher salary. Then I was really surprised when I asked, why did you do that? And he said, the reason is she's anticipatory and always very proactive, always full of ideas, respectful, cooperative. In fact, she makes my job very easy. And that's the reason why she would like to have the lady to, he would like to have the lady to himself, and which is fine. And this is what confidence at place of work is really all about. It gets you all this, it makes things very easy for you. There is a problem. It is difficult to define what confidence at the place of work is, and which is the reason why we're not just calling confidence, we're referring to it as workplace confidence. Confidence in workplace, it's usually, a usual language that people use. You find it, people say, oh, I'm not confident with this. It doesn't mean that the person is not bold. It doesn't mean that the person has some age. It's just that at that very particular time, under that certain circumstances, the person is not able, knows, or he or she knows that he won't be able to deliver what is expected of him or her. So that is what confidence is all about. So we're going to be trying to discover it. Like I said, the problem is it is difficult to define because it is an English word, but it is used is like a version of that English word that is used in the workplace, an organization English, understand by the people in an organization and not what you would normally see, normally in normal English test.
Bridging the gap between success and
Yeah, in Roma part, we carried out a survey, and the question is, which one among the options would be the best synonym for workplace confidence? We have boldness, confidence with roles, self-esteem. Majority of the people went for self-esteem, but the truth is that it's self-esteem really workplace confidence. Okay, so I'm going to be trying to show us this. I think this is a very good example to use for us to understand what confidence is really all about. Well, I decided to use this. This is Funke Akindele. I believe we all know her. She's a award winner, multi-award winners, and she was the one that this soap opera, television drama series that which is well known all over the world, like Camp Jennifer Diary, talks about the story of a lady in Ayutthaya town that went to Lagos and became very popular. You understand? This was when she was in Ayutthaya town and her name was this, Julia. And when she got to Lagos, she changed her name to Jennifer. And that's it. So, what I want to say, self esteem is all about how you see yourself. What you think about yourself is self esteem. And that shows on the way, even from your face, it's going to show how confident you are and everything. So, you will see on the face of this one, you see that this is a very confident lady and this is also very confident lady. Okay, both of them have good self-esteem. Okay, but confidence is how comfortable you are with your level of performance. Confidence is how comfortable you are. She has good self-esteem. This one is not really that confident. She knew that okay, to be able to be effective, be able to be herself, she would need to move to Lagos. Okay, learn new things and become a better person. And that you see, when she got there, she became this. Okay, so talking about workplace, okay, we talk about self, we don't talk about it's not really about how you see yourself, it's about how you see your performance, okay? Okay, how you can, I mean, your self-appraisal you did for yourself. Okay, that is what the self-esteem, that's how it relates to workplace. And the confidence is how comfortable you are with your level of performance. So we're going to continue with this. I believe by the time we continue, you will know, understand what we're trying to say. Okay, so you will see that both of them are very confident. Okay, but I'm still going to be referring to some things when we move forward about these two versions of the same person. So now we've been able to, Dempa, we've been able to develop a spectrum of what workplace, confidence, the spectrum, like how, what you can see in different people, the different level of confidence that people have. Okay, so there are some talking about self-appraisal. It starts from you appraising yourself and how comfortable you are with that. Okay, how comfortable you are with that is going to determine if you like to improve yourself or not. For example, the first level is the A. We have A, B, C, and D. And the first one, the lowest one, is the naive or never satisfied. Naive is someone that would not even appraise himself or herself. Okay? And it's also not different from someone that appraises himself but is never satisfied. There's nothing is going to do, is never going to be satisfied with himself. That is someone that is not confident. Such a one is going to be always be afraid of taking decisions, doing some things. We always want some backings of some people before they take some decision. And then this is the next one. This is B, complacent. Okay, he knows he's not doing very well, but he's not ready to do anything about it. Just say, after all, I'm not the worst person in the world. Okay, and that is a complacent person. That's the worst person to have, in a place of work because they're never going to improve themselves and they don't care whatever happens. Okay, now optimism, that is a C. Okay, they have good self-esteem, they've appraised themselves based on this level. I think I'm doing very well. I need more exposure. If I have more opportunity, I'll be able to learn new things and I'll be a better person. I'll be able to perform this in a better way. And someone like this is going to look at every opportunity around himself or herself to make sure that he improves himself. Okay, and D is that truly confident person. Okay, they are the expert. Okay, they have, well, they're up to date in knowledge. exposure, they're there, they have all the opportunities and they've utilized all of them. So which is the reason why I'm going to take you back to this. Okay, this is a fully confident person. This is Anne, is someone that you would say is optimistic. Okay, doing very well at the current stage of development. Okay, what is expected of him, someone in an Ayato town doing this. Okay, this is fine. She's not in Lagos, she doesn't have the money, which is opportunity to buy this kind of wig. She doesn't have makeup, the money to do this kind of makeup. But within her little way, she's able to do something, and she's okay. So both of them are confident. Both of them are confident. This is more like someone that is, like an expert, and this is someone that is optimistic. Okay, so and that's the difference between the two of them. They're both confident. Every employer will want to go for either of them, but the difference is that this is going to be very expensive because she's there. Okay, this one will still need more opportunity. We like to go to a place where there are opportunities, and you know, and we want to develop ourselves. Now we'll be going to what I term as employer's choice. You've seen what it means to be confident, which amongst those confident people would the employer like to go for, depending on the kind of job. So we're going to be talking about this, okay? And that is going to lead us to what we refer to as self-introduction. But before that, I would just like us to listen to this.
Rema Path, bridging the gap between success and failure in life. Her aim to promote empowerment by bridging the gap between failure, stagnancy, and success in life through systematic interventions and innovations. Our objectives: virtual and physical consultation and training, sales of books and material to promote learning and development in health, career, and financial management, research in career, finance, and health, sensitization of specific groups of individuals towards personal development in terms of health, career, and finance, partnership with organizations to promote our aims. To stay informed about our programs and the amazing opportunities we offer, follow us on Facebook, Rema Path, Instagram, Rema Path.
Thank you very much. Welcome back. Now we're going to be going to self-introduction, but before that, we're going to talk about the employer choice, like I described all the time. Okay. So remember, and the grouping that we did, we saw that C and D are those ones that are, confident. But what two of them would the employer like to go for? D is the right choice, right person for every job. Okay, depending on what it is, most employer would like to go for the D. But employer should like to go for D, but most of the time they go for C. Why do they would like to go for someone that is not yet there? Okay, but confident because he or she is aware of his limitation, and if not, could easily be humbled. He is terrible, flexible, willing to take calculated risk, ready to learn, and very open to working with others. And that is what you should demonstrate in every interview, in any time you need to introduce yourself to anyone. Okay, so now we're going to be going to what we term as self-introduction. People's perception of you begins with your self-introduction. How you introduce yourself, okay? Right, and self-introduction, what's the definition? It's projecting your level of confidence in a field. Okay, there has to be a subject upon which you're doing your introduction. Doing which you meet someone. Okay, you have to be able to show that okay, this is similar level of confidence in this particular field. This question could come in different form. Okay, whatever it is that requires you to introduce yourself. Right. So I gave you two major scenarios. One in which someone does not know you, and you are going to the person and you have to introduce yourself to the person. That's one. The other one is the one in which the person invited you, but when you get there, you have to introduce yourself to the person. So those are two different scenarios. One in which whoever you're introducing yourself to has an expectation. Does not have an expectation, does not know you, is not prepared for that. But the second one, which is more or less like what we have in an interview, is the one in which the person is expecting something from you. It has an expectation, okay, and it wants you to be able to prove yourself to, to convince him. Questions requiring to introduce yourself might come in different form. It might be the one in which someone is going to just stare at you, just look at you, and like you would know that this person would say, "Can you introduce yourself?" It might be the one in which you might be asked that, "Okay, can you tell me about yourself? What can you say about yourself?" can you please introduce yourself? Would you like to introduce yourself to everyone here? It could come in any form. And from what I've said, is the most important question because that sells you out, and you should know how best to answer the question. Made the mistake of saying, my name is this, I am this and that, I'm from so place, I'm from Nigeria, I'm from this part of the state, I speak Yoruba, I speak Igbo, but that's not what the question is all about. So, which is the reason why you must know the reason why the person is asking the question. Okay, what it simply means is, please help me. That's what the person, whoever asks the question from you, is saying, please help me. Should I be interested in you? Imagine if you go for an interview. Okay, we have so many people coming for this interview. We don't have time. Should we listen to you? That's what they mean when they say, can you introduce yourself? Okay, why are you, another one could be, what are you bringing to the table? We have some needs. Will you be able to meet the need? Another one could mean that, do you have the values that I want? Okay, so it could come in different, it's just about someone asking for your relevance. So that's what that means. For us to proceed, I'm going to be creating two different scenarios. One in which you're approaching someone and you need to introduce yourself to the person. How should you do that? And the other one in which you're going for an interview and you need to introduce yourself to the people that are sitting, like the panel. All right. So those are the two scenarios that we're going to be creating, and we're going to see exactly how to introduce ourselves, in those two different scenarios. Unlike what most people do, they will give you like, this is the form, this is how you get supposed to do it, these are the things you need to do, But here we're training you to be natural with it, and we're going to teach you what exactly you need to do. Okay, please just follow us. Imagine I am LPZ. PZ is the name of a company. PZ major client. Okay, and you are one, your name is Smith, and you're one of the newly employed sales rep, okay, in the organization. And you'd understand that, okay, you need to have a good relationship with me for you to be able to make, a good impression with your job. Okay, I mean, to be able to deliver. Okay, now, there are different ways that most people will just say, imagine you just saw me and you want to introduce yourself to me. Some would say, hello, imagine how it's going to look like inside. Someone just come to you and say hello to you. Okay, fine. Courtesy demands that you say hello back. But the thing is, the question that's going to be coming up in your mind is, okay, what's going to happen? Why is it greeting me? Okay, now the next thing, a better way of doing it is to say, hello, my name is Jonathan Smith, which is also fine. Hello, my name is Jonathan Smith. That's fine. Hello, my name is Jonathan Smith. That's great. It's brilliant. It's good. But the thing is just that I'm still going to be wondering. I understand you're introducing yourself. I might say, okay, oh, my name is this and everything. But the thing is, why are you introducing yourself to me? I'm beside, you're a new employee. I've never met you before. I don't know what you're coming here to do. Okay, so a better way of saying it is say, okay, hello, my name is Smith. I'm one of the newly employed sales rep in PZ. Oh, that's going to make me feel good. Oh, it's just in trying to introduce himself to me. But the question that will still come to my mind is, okay, why among all every other person would this person like to introduce himself or herself to me? Okay, so the key is that make a good impression. Make sure you answer the person's question without the person asking you. So a better way of saying is, hello, my name is Smith. I'm one of the newly employed sales rep in PZ. I look forward to having a good working relationship with you. That's also very good. Okay. I'm going to be very happy. Okay. Oh, he knows. Okay. But what I'm going to like probably make an assumption, like, deep down within me, okay, oh, he knows I'm one of the major clients with PZ and is trying to introduce himself to me. But the question is still that, okay, how did he know about that? So, okay, so a better way, much better way of introducing yourself to someone, okay, is, hello, my name is Smith. I'm one of the newly employed sales rep in PZ. My colleague Bola spoke highly of you. Now, that's critical. That's very important, okay? That will make me to want to be listen to you because, number one, I know who Bola is. That's one. And I am happy that Bola has said something about me that is very good. Okay. And I said, I look forward to having a good working relationship with you. It means, okay, you're a sales rep, you're going to be dealing with me. And the person I knew before had said so many things, said so many good things about me and like introduce. You see the difference between all this, okay? This is how you should be introducing yourself. This come with practice. It might appear very simple as easy, but the thing is that when it comes to you doing it in real life, you understand, if you've not been practicing it, it's going to be very difficult.
Grammar path, bridging the gap.
We're gradually getting to the end of this. Let's now assume I am the interviewer, okay, and you're coming to be interviewed. Okay, so what are you going to do? Like, how's it going to look like? And so you have to introduce yourself. So now we're going to be teaching you three things, three natural way, or three things you have to do, okay, that doesn't make it natural. And the issue is that most people cram this, but you don't have to be cramming these, when you're going for an interview. What you need to do, if you just remember this step, and it's going to guide you and it's natural and it's going to help you at any point in time to be able to introduce yourself. So three things you need to do is statement, like you remember you're coming from an interview and there's a reason why you're coming for the interview, like there must have been an advert, okay? A statement that provides your relevance, okay? That shows, okay, you're relevant, okay? And you're part of someone. Remember the question is how should I, when they say introduce yourself, it simply means, okay, why should we want to consider you, okay? Start with a statement that shows the reason why they should consider you, why you're relevant, and you have another supporting statement. What does that mean by supporting statement? When you have an advert, aside from the fact, okay, you're advertising this role, there will be some other things that they would like to, other skills that they would like the person to possess. Okay, that's what you're going to use the supporting statement to develop. And the third one is the reason why you're coming forward. You understand? The reason why you're coming forward for the job, why you would like to work with them. Okay, right. So that's what the third one is. Okay, so and we're going to be explaining this. I'm going to use a practical example of a recent interview that was done in Rema Parks. This was an example, say, okay, hiring a virtual assistant as a secretary, male or female, experience social media, honest, disciplined, and responsible, basic design and with Canva, creative thinking, able to think. So the first thing is that you first say the reason why you're ready about, okay, oh, I'm a virtual assistant, I have some experience in that, or that's one. The number two, you create the supporting, statement with what you have here. And the third one is the reason why in particular you would like to work with Rema part. Okay. This was a sample that was developed by someone. I've changed the name and everything. So but we're going to see how it looks like. So my name is John Smith, a dynamic virtual assistant with more than 2 years of experience and a proven track record backed with evidences. Okay. This is stating the relevance. Okay. I pride myself in my unique abilities, which among others include teamwork, timeliness, readiness to work, graphic design knowledge, and use of Canva. Okay, this is a supporting statement which is drawn for all the attributes that the employer wants. Okay, and the last one stating the reason why he's applying. I'm eager to be part of the Remapart team and learn more about its goals and our best to contribute to its progress. Okay, so this might not be the best kind of introduction, but it contains everything, and this can be produced or reproduced at any point in time. And it's straightforward. You could try some of these and try those stuff, and you see that you'll be able to develop your self-introduction lines in a way that is very good. So now we're going to be moving forward, and I'm going to be telling you what you need to do that's going to help you to be able to introduce yourself effectively.
Rema path, bridging the gap between success and failure in life. Our aim to promote empowerment by bridging the gap between failure, stagnancy, and success in life through systematic interventions and innovations. Our objectives: virtual and physical consultation and training, sales of books and material to promote learning and development in health, career, and financial management, research in career, finance, and health, sensitization of specific groups of individuals towards personal development in terms of health, career, and finance, partnership with organizations to promote our aims. To stay informed about our programs and the amazing opportunities we offer, follow us on Facebook, Rema Path, Instagram, Rema Path.
You're welcome back. So now we're at the end. This is the last slide I'm going to tell you. So what you need to do, have a memorized self-description line in your spine. Okay, be genuine about this. Let it be strength-based and relevant. Okay, now what are we trying to say here? Not that you should cram some, but when you're going for an interview, you research about the organization, you know what the role is all about, have a line. You have some options of how the different ways you could introduce yourself. Okay, let it be there. Don't let it be that when you get there, like when you're facing the panel, that's when you're trying to think about what you're going to say. And the second one is the right demeanor, the culture of the setting that determines that. Okay, is it a kind of culture in which people would like people to look at their, like face eyeball to eyeball, or one in which a traditional setting in which the person that is interviewing you is someone that if you look at the person eyeball to eyeball, might think that probably you're discouraged, so you're disrespectful. So try and understand the environment you find yourself, how things are in that organization. Is it a corporate organization or not? How can you determine what you're going to do? Okay, this is a factual way to show that how flexible you are. And the right one is next one is right vocabularies. Use your professional language or vocabulary and display that you are up to date in knowledge. Okay, so as part of what the way you're going to describe yourself, let it show that okay, you're up to date. Use the right terms. Use what you're supposed to. I mean, the right terms. What's the latest thing in the field? Use it. That is going to give you like a good impression. The last one is whatever you're going to say, whatever line you're going to come up with should be a familiar word, should be a simple phrase, not something not something too, difficult to understand. Don't make it sound, don't make life difficult for the person that is trying to understand you. Okay, don't let them start thinking, what does it mean? What is this? And so, and something new that the listener will have to think about. Don't get them what they're going to think about. Make it simple, make it straightforward. And that is how to make a good impression. Okay, if you have any question, please feel free to let us know and we'll be very happy to answer your question. Thank you very